Here we have our rogue, Kymani Jones. Trait criminal. Well, he's a rogue. 3 will, 2 book, 2 fist, 5 foot. I don't like those stats. Fast, engage an exhausted enemy at your location. Well, that's kind of neat. When you attempt to evade an exhausted non-elite enemy, add your book skill value to this attempt. If you succeed by X, discard the enemy. That enemy's X is the enemy's remaining health. Well, that does have potential. That's 7 right there. That's pretty damn good. Does he exhaust? If there's an exhausted enemy at your location, you automatically succeed. And then his weakness is Agent Fletcher. 2 fist, 3 health, and 3 foot. Humanoid, courtier, detective, alert, hunter, prey. Kymani Jones only. Kymani Jones is evading Agent Fletcher. Reduce book value to 0. And then we have Grappling Hook. Grappling Hook is 3. Has a book, a foot, and a wild. It is an item and a tool. Kymani Jones deck only. After performed using Grappling Hook, do not provoke attacks of opportunity. Attributes. Actions. Okay. Double action. Exhaust Grappling Hook. Take up to 3 different basic actions from the following list in any order. Engage, evade, investigate, or move. If your investigator uses your foot instead of your book. If you investigate. Okay. Man, my eyesight's going. That's pretty handy. Wow. Take 3 different basic actions in any order. So we have, yeah, he seems pretty good actually. Engage, evade, investigate, or move. I mean, let's face it, you're gonna do 2 of those actions anyways. So he might be really cool with all those extra action cards that rogues love. Requirements. Deck size 30, rogue cards 0 to 5, tool cards 0 to 4, neutral cards 0 to 5. Deck building, do not count towards. Grappling Hook, Agent Fletcher, 1 random bonus campaign with 5 additional experience. Ooh. I'm gonna have fun with this guy. Cool. So our first rogue customizable card is Damning Testimony. Cost 4 is an asset. Pitch for a book. It is an item and illicit. Customizable. Uses 3 evidence. Action. Exhaust Damning Testimony. Choose an enemy at a location. Investigate your location. If you succeed, you may spend 1 evidence to discover what additional clues at the chosen location. I mean, that's pretty neat. It's pretty flexible. Takes a hand slot. Kind of weird for damning evidence, but whatever. So, we have first search warrant. 1 cost. While investigating using damning testimony, you ignore any effect or keyword investigation that will trigger. Kind of cool. Kind of situational. For 2 costs, we have Fabricated Evidence. Damning testimony enters play with 2 additional evidence on it, so it goes to 5. Not sure if I really care that much to use this ability. Blackmail for 2, get +2 book. I mean, that's handy. Extort for 3, successfully investigating damage. You can spend 1 evidence to automatically evade chosen enemy. Pretty flexible also. For 3, surveil, you may use damning testimony to investigate the chosen enemy's location instead of your location. Don't know if I care about that. Alright, for 4, we have expose. When you successfully investigate damning testimony, you may spend X evidence to discard the chosen enemy. Non-elite enemy. X is that enemy's remaining health. I mean, it's a good way to kill things without actually fighting. That could be pretty cool. Granted, you need a lot of evidence. So to do that would be 6, and then what else would you actually add to that? Well, I guess you'd add the book too, so that's 8. And then you're kind of stuck. It's a janky card. I don't know how much I care about it. Next we have Friends in Low Places. It's a 0-cost event. Pitch for a book or a foot. Customizable. When you purchase Friends in Low Places, choose and record a trait on the upgrade sheet. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. For each looked at card of the chosen trait, you may spend 1 resource to add that card to your hand, shuffle main card in your deck. I feel like elicit's going to be very valuable. So we have Write the Chosen Trait up there. Action helpful, 1 XP. When you play friends in low places, you may choose another investor location to resolve its effects. For 2 costs, versatile, choose another trait. When you play friends in low places, you may choose one of the looked at cards with both chosen traits to add to your hand without spending one. With both chosen traits? So you gotta have both to get that ability? Yeah, I don't know if I care about that. Then we have Bolstering. Each card added to your hand by friends in low places gains a wild icon to end a phase. Kind of handy, but I don't know if I really care about it, especially 2 XP. Next, we have Clever for 2 XP. Instead of shuffling the remaining cards in your deck, you may place each item on top of your deck in any order. Could be neat. Don't know if it's really helpful. I don't know if there's going to be a thing that basically you got to pay attention to what you're discarding. I mean, could be really good setting up treasures discard. I don't know. For 2 XP, very situational. 2 XP Prompt. Friends in low places gains fast and play during any fast action window. Is this card really that useful? I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. 3 XP experience instead. Increase the number of cards looked at by 3, so 9 cards. Again, I don't know if the card's really good. 3 XP Swift, you may put one of the cards out of your hand, paying its cost. I mean, that part I like. I don't know. We have Honed Instinct. 1 cost event, pitch for a foot, customizable, fast, play only after one of the following conditions is met. The act or agenda advances. Succeed by a skill test by 3 or more, immediately take an action if it is your turn. Max once per round. Kinda neat. So, our upgrades are Reflect Response for 1 XP, add the following if you take damage or horror. 1 XP for situational awareness, add the following play condition a location enters play or is revealed. 1 XP for Killer Instinct, add the following play condition enemy engages you. 1 XP for Gut Reaction, add the following play condition treachery enters your threat area. 1 XP Muscle Memory, add the following play condition play an asset. For 2 XP, we have Sharpened Talent. During this action granted by Honing Instinct, you get +2 to each of your skills. 3 XP for Impulse Control. You may include up to 3 copies of Hone Instinct in your deck. Hone Instinct gets -1 cost. Don't know if I really care about this card that much. For 5 XP, Force a Habit. When you play Honed Instinct, you may take 2 actions instead of one at a time, and then remove from the game. That could be fun, especially with Impulse Control. And then you could still add 3 of the 4, actually 5. Yeah. I don't know. It's a janky card, but it does fit rogues. So we have Disguise now. It's a 3 cost asset. Pitch for a foot. Talent Trick Illicit. Uses 4 supplies. Spend 1 supply. Evade. Get +2 foot for this evasion attempt. If you succeed, the evaded enemy is non-elite. Does not ready during the next activity. Be really, really good. I don't know. I like it. It's pretty neat. For 3 costs and an asset, doesn't take up anything. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then we have Embezzled Treasure, 0 cost, asset, pitch for a book, the item, and illicit. Fast, exhaust, embezzled action, or embezzled treasure, move up to 2 resources from your resource pool Okay. Forced, when you resign and the game ends, for every 2 resources, invest your choice begins the next scenario and campaign with additional resource. I guess that's a good way to save and prep for the next. I mean, 8 actions? Get 5 actions from this card on the next scenario start. Plus your 3. That's with an additional resource? So 8 actions, 10 resources? Oh no, that's just money. Why did I think there's actions here? God, doing stuff late at night's terrible. Alright, next up we have Thieves Kit. 3 cost asset, pitch for a book. Item tool elicit, uses 6 supplies. Spend 1 supply, investigate, maybe your foot, steal your book first, so you gain 1 resource. Well, at least it pays for itself. Takes up a hand slot. No, no, rogues need an investigate card. God, Embezzled Treasure kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't like that card. Next up, we have Hidden Pocket. What everybody wants in their pants. A pocket. 1 cost event. Pitch for a book and a foot. Fast. Play during your turn. Attach clothing or armor asset you control attached to these. You have 1 additional hand or accessory slots of your choice, which can only be used to hold illicit items or assets. Literally thinks it has pockets. I kind of like this for Finn. He loves illicit stuff. Did I really use that many hand slots though? I don't know, but it's handy. It's a rogue bandolier. That's cheaper and doesn't really give you any stat bonuses, but and you have to have clothing and armor. Nah, I think it's still good. Next up, we have Chuck Fergus here shooting. Tis hit and run. 1 cost event for a fist and a foot. Fast play on your turn. Put an ally asset in your turn. Assets on player. Slide a hand for an ally. Well, that's gonna get tabooed. Why did you design this? You know it's gonna get tabooed. I really like this card though. No XP, 1 slide a hand for allies. Oh, it's fast. It's janky. Yeah, that's gonna cause some problems in the future. Next up, our event. I'll take that. 0 cost event. Pitch for a book and a foot. Trick, upgrade, illicit, fast. When you successfully evade a human enemy, you successfully investigate. Play an item asset for your hand, originally cost by X, or not you succeed by attach. I'll take that. It gains illicit. It's a interesting ability. I don't know. This is some pretty fun jank mechanics here. All right, we have the event. Kicking the Hornet's Nest. Pitch for a book and a fist. It's a gambling and tactic, a gambit tactic. Search 9 cards in the encounter deck for a non-elite enemy and spawn it engaged with you instead of the normal spawn location. Then discover 1 clear location and gain X resource X enemy's health value. Well, I know a certain bounty hunter that would love that card. Alright, next up we have Quick Getaway. 2 event cost. 2 cost event. Pitch for 2 foot. Fast. Play when an enemy attacks you. Evade. Attempt to evade attacking enemy. If you succeed, cancel enemy attack. So, dodge. Rogue dodge. Then our 1 skill card is Calculated Risk. I don't know how I feel about this photo. I guess it fits the art style. Whatever. It is Gambit, Fated, max 1 per skill test. Commit to a test you're performing any type, and only if it's your turn. Calculated Risk gains wild icons for each action you perform this turn, including this one. After this test ends, end your turn. Could be really handy. I mean, it has potential for 3 wilds, or, you know, Leo DeLuca's 4. Well, let's face it, Leo DeLuca's going to be in there. Yeah, could be cool. Situational, but also kind of cool for being a wild. We have Stylish Coat. 2 costs, 1 XP. It's an asset. Pitch for a foot. It says item and clothing. Reaction when you gain 1 or more resources during your turn via another player card effect. Exhaust stylish, gain an additional resource. Soaks 1 in 1. Well, you can put pockets on it. Won't be stylish then, right? We have Chuck Fergus. 4 cost, 2 XP. Pitch for a fist and a foot. So he's downgraded. The outline criminal trait. When you play a tactic or trick event, exhaust Chuck Fergus. Choose 1. Gain fast. Event gains 2 for your rush to play. You gain plus 2 skill value or perform a skill tester. Well, that seems pretty fair. I mean, Chuck Fergus is pretty awesome, and he's kind of expensive in XP. Yeah, that's fair. And then we have Dirty Fighting, 3 cost asset, 2 XP, Pitch for a Fist. Tis a talent, trick, and illicit. Limit 1 per investigator. While attacking, parlaying, or attempting to evade an exhausted enemy, you get +2 skill value. After evading an enemy, exhaust Dirty Fighting, take a fight action against that enemy. Ignore the blue keyword for attack. Oh, I can have some fun with that 25 automatic. I like this card. Definitely fits rogues. Definitely can do a lot of dumb stuff. And it feels like it's such a Finn adored card, even though, well, no, it just adds +2 skill value. This card is fun. We have upgraded Breaking and Entering, 2 cost event. Investigate, add your foot value to your skill value. For this investigation, succeed by 1 more. You may automatically evade an enemy location. Succeed by 3 more. Return your hand at the turn. This action does not prefer. Yeah, that's pretty standard for rogue stuff, I guess. Thieves Kit upgraded, 3 XP and 3 cost. Pitch for a book and a foot. Still item, tool, and illicit. Get 6 supplies. Spend 1 supply. Investigate. For this investigation, your foot to book. And you get +1 skill value. You succeed, gain 1 resource. 2 resources expended by 2 or more. That's pretty cool and handy, and that definitely pays for itself, like, really fast. That's a net gain card. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Alright, we have Triggerman. 4 cost, 3 XP, asset. Pitch for a Fist is an ally and a criminal. Once Triggerman enters play, attach illicit assets from your hand to Triggerman. It is considered being played under your control. Exhaust Triggerman, spend 1 resource. Resolve an action ability attached as paying its cost. Resolve that ability with the base skill value of 4. I like him. He has some interesting potential. So we have a Clean Sneak. It is a 4 XP event. Pitch for 2 foot. Gambit trick fast. Plan on your turn. For each exhausted non-swarm enemy at your location, choose a different option. Gain 2 resources. Deal 2 damage. Discover 1 clue. Draw 1 card. Those are some fun things to pull off. A 4 XP. I don't know if I like that. God, that's kind of expensive. But for each exhausted non-swarm enemy. Yeah, you could potentially get all 4. God, that's really cool if you can pull it off. It's super situational. We have 1 copy of Underworld Market. It is an asset for some reason, and it costs 2 XP. Connection and illicit. Permanent exceptional. You get +10 deck size. Neat. And choose 10 illicit cards from your deck, shuffle them together, and place them next to Underworld Market as your market deck. At the start of your turn, reveal the top 2 cards in your market deck. You may spend 1 resource to draw 1 of them. Place the rest at the bottom. There's a lot of illicit items, and you can get away with a lot of stuff. I don't know if I really like having a weird pay extra illicit, but then again, you play, what, the rat? Forgot his name. That'd make it 0 and fast. And you can sell crap to him. I don't know. But I do like playing with weird jank cards. But I keep on thinking Finn Edwards, because Finn loves illicit crap. We'll see.